Hello everyone, how are you? I'm so excited to be here. As you have seen in my profile page that I have announced this new course, the 12-week course, Conscious Living with Ayurveda, and I've been inundated with the messages to ask about it. And I'm so grateful for the beautiful souls who have already joined the course, and I'm so excited for you. So I wanted to jump in here live and talk about what is all the noise about, what is this course about, and whether this is something you should look into or not, and what are the different things that I'm covering in it. So as you all know that I'm an Ayurvedic doctor, and you know that Ayurveda is the 5,000-year-old Indian system of medicine. And Ayurveda looks at the being as a complex of body, mind, and soul. Yeah. So body, mind, and soul come together to make this what is called the Purush, which is the object or the subject of the treatment, of application of all the medicinal principles in Ayurveda. Now, when they describe the different pathways of therapies, in Ayurveda, there is a Yukti Vyapashray and a Dev Vyapashray pathway. So Yukti Vyapashray pathway means the logical application of the principles. It is a very clinical way of looking at this is the imbalance in the physical body, and this is how we are going to balance it through herbs or through treatments, and if the detox is required, which is very much known now. It is becoming more and more known in the world, and people are approaching Ayurveda for many of the lifestyle diseases and other conditions where modern medicine has sort of said that, okay, this is the limit of what we can do. And people are exploring Ayurveda for seeking answer to things like autoimmune disorders and women's health, hormonal problems, depression, anxiety, and how to deal with it. What is interesting to me is the other line, which is the Devyapashray Chikitsa, right? So it is described as the spiritual aspect of the therapies. And yes, in the text, this is described as mantra chanting and yajnas, the home sacrifice, but it is also understanding who we are as a soul, right? And getting the knowledge, doing the introspection and understanding who we are, understanding the soul aspect of us so that the healing can happen. And many of my people, my clients would tell you that applying this information, applying the tools of spiritual healing accelerates the physical healing manyfold. It makes it very easy to produce miracles because we have applied the spiritual tools, which beautifully ties in with Ayurveda, because even as we start the Ayurvedic, reading the text, the Charak, it talks about where does the Ayurveda fit in. So they say when a person is born, when a human being is born on earth, there are four main things that we are striving for: Dharma, Artha, Kama, and Moksha. Literally, like loosely translated, the Dharma is the purpose of the life. What is our life purpose? What are we here to accomplish? Artha is the resources, which can be in the form of money, but it can also be in the form of energy and time and networks. And Kama is about the pleasure, not only the external beauty, but the inner beauty and self-care. Yes. And then Moksha, which is the spiritual enlightenment. And it is said that the basis of all of this is the good health. So Ayurveda very much supports the spiritual enlightenment. For someone who is on the path of understanding themselves on a deeper level, Ayurveda can be very handy. What has been happening is that people have been following the diets, having nutritional, focusing on the nutrition, taking the herbs, doing the yoga, doing the meditation. And even while doing all that, you feel that something is missing. There is a piece of the puzzle that is missing, because you should be feeling really happy. You should be feeling alive and awakened in life, but that is not happening. So what is missing here is this key ingredient of bringing in the spiritual aspect of Ayurveda into the process of the healing. I love the three doshas, Vata, Pitta, Kapha. And the beauty of them is that you can apply them as an archetype to anything and everything. I have helped people with parenting, looking at their children's dosha types and what parenting style they have. I'm sure some of you have attended my workshop on that. I have applied these archetypes to the meditational style based on the body type. So if you are a particular body type, A particular style of meditation will suit you, whereas the other will not. And this is what will create frustration, because if you don't understand who you are and you apply the wrong meditation style, then you will give it up and you will say, it doesn't work for me. I tried it. It doesn't work for me. I can't do meditation. That is not correct, because there's a whole panorama of meditation styles. When you find the exact right style that is suited to who you are, then it works. Because a fish will swim in water and a bird will fly in the air. You can't ask them to swap places. So you have to identify whether you are the fish, which will swim, or are you the bird that will fly, which is the whole difference between the Vata type and the Kapha type, right? And the people who have heard my webinars on meditation style and dosha and chakras, they will understand this. And that is another aspect. For the chakras, we can apply this information of what dosha goes with what chakra, which helps us to bring the healing quicker. We all understand that chakra is an imbalance and it is producing symptoms and it can produce physical. But to balance it, when we narrow it down to the doshic qualities, it is so easy and it is instantaneous healing. Then it can be like, boom, a miracle. So in the past 2.5 years, I've been on this journey with the Institute for Intuitive Intelligence. And some of you know that I have trained as a qualified intuitive guide, and now I'm a qualified spiritual director as well. And in the work as an intuitive guide, we have been exploring the spiritual laws in the form of 3 Hermetic laws. And again, what comes is that on the spiritual journey, there is an error of perception, an error of looking at the world and understanding it, and looking at ourselves and understanding ourselves. And when we correct this error of perception, then the growth can happen. Then we can go beyond it. Then we gain the understanding and we move forward, right? And what is the beauty is that in Ayurveda, one of the 3 main reasons of as suggested as a cause of diseases, pragya aprad. Pragya means the wisdom and aprad means an error. Very beautifully, you can say that pragya aprad is the error of perception. So it has been acknowledged in Ayurveda that when the error of perception is happening, then the disease is happening in the body. Yeah, such a beautiful way of bringing all this knowledge. So I was like, I do Ayurveda, I do Reiki, I do intuitive healing work. How do I bring it together? And my intention always has been, with working with clients, how can I show them to live their lives so that they can be happy and healthy all the time? Because it comes down to choices, how to make the right choice so that you can be happy and healthy, and you don't feel scared of the next big thing that comes your way, but instead you feel capable, you feel empowered that no matter what comes, I will grow from it, I will learn from it, and I will be okay. Yes, because this is what is missing. We feel like constantly under attack, which is again an error of perception. So this is how this course all came together. I've been asked how this will happen and the timing of the classes and the course content and stuff. This is a very hands-on course, right? So what will happen is at the beginning of each week, you will get a 20 minutes video explaining a concept, and then there will be the PDFs, activities to do with it. And I have made the activities no-brainer. They are like checklists. You just tick it, mark it, but this gives you an idea of what is actually happening in your life. Where do you stand? Because if you don't know where you stand, how good is your physical health? How good is your mental health? How is your spiritual aspect? How is your abundance? How is your emotions? How will you correct it? You cannot. Yes. So it is an overall assessment of all aspects of your life, which is what we begin with. And then we start applying the Vat Pitta Kapha to every aspect. So we start definitely with the physical body, what the body types are, which, by the way, there is a free webinar coming up on 12th September. What's your dosha? Register for it. And understanding what body type you are, why your body goes into imbalance when it eats a certain kind of food, or why you can't wake up early in the morning, or why you cannot sleep late. Yes. So we talk about the Vat Pitta Kapha in the body, how they are managing the entire physiology, how they go into imbalance and produce disease. What are the qualities to look for? What are the signs you look for? And as soon as you understand this imbalance, how can you bring it back into balance? So it is a very practical approach. The activities are like engaged in prompting you to go into inquiry. You're already eating food every day, you're already sleeping, you're already following your daily hygiene. All I'm asking you is to keep these questions in the mind and notice, observe what is happening. What am I eating? How does my body feel when I eat? What dosha does this match up with? Where is it producing imbalance? What quality do I need to bring to balance this one? Simple as that. Not simple, but that's how I intend to do it. And then we go into the Vat, Pitta, Kapha with conjunction with Sattva, Rajas, Tamas into the mind types. How does the mind process everything? Do you have a tendency? Why do some people have a tendency for anxiety and worry? And why do some people have a tendency to just go into their shell and become depressive? Why are two people behaving in different ways? Because it's their doshic body type, understanding their mind types. And then I take these Vat, Pitta, Kapha into the subtle anatomy, into the chakras. Where do the doshas fit in with the chakras? How they impact the subtle anatomy, which is producing the physical manifestation of the disease. And once you understand, you will stop looking at the emotions as an enemy. You will stop looking at like, I don't want to be fearful. I don't want to be angry. I don't want to be guilty. I don't want to be sad. No, you will be simply holding space. And this is what will be one of the part of the course, learning how to hold space for yourself. So we are going through the 3 A's in there, the awareness, acceptance, and action. First, to create an awareness of who we are, where do we stand? And then an acceptance, holding a container to not run away from it, to not suppress it, but actually look at it and go deeper. Like, okay, what is this trying to show me? And accept it. Fine, I give it permission. This is what's happening right now. Okay, now that I know, then we can move into the action, which comes from the informed intuitive choices, not only as knowing Vat, Pitta, Kapha as physical and mental aspects, but also from the intuitive capability, which will then guide us into the spiritual aspects. And this is where I tie in beautifully the 3 Hermetic laws with the 3 doshas, which is a part of the course. So if you want to know more about it, join my course. And we talk about spirituality and how everything is a combination of Vat, Pitta, Kapha, how they are showing up in our spiritual devotion, and what are the questions we need to ask ourselves. So it's like you watch the video, you get the concept, and then is all activity. You are applying it constantly. We will do a check-in in the middle of the week to see how you're going and answer any questions, support you through the way. It says it 12 weeks, but the actual time frame is 14 weeks. So we have put space for you if life gets in the way and you can't catch up with the module. There's space for you to hold it, and I will be holding your hand. But the best thing is, the minute you hear the module, you go out into the life, you can apply it. It is not like you have to ingest information and then, okay, got the information, done the course, and what now? No, I want this to become a part of your life. I want this to become a part of your psyche, so that anything you look at, you can look at from the archetypal lens of Vat, Pitta, Kapha, and for yourself, feel the nature. We are the nature. That where is the imbalance happening? We can all see that, right? And we all notice these little tweaks. Oh, I feel a bit dry today. Oh, I feel very heavy today. We notice these things, but now we are applying them with the background. We have got a framework of application. Okay, if this is happening, this is the reason, and this is what I need to do. Yes. So whatever you learn, immediately you go and apply in the life. And these are all the practices that I have been applying, and I have turned my life around. And I 100% guarantee that these practices work when applied in the right way. So I think it is a beautiful, beautiful initiation of understanding life, and it will give you that vitality. It will give you that, when you wake up in the morning, you feel excited about life. You're not living from fear. Oh my God, what is going to go wrong today? Who is going to, annoy me or trigger me? No, you wake up with a sense of enthusiasm. What can I create today? Let's see. When the negative emotions come, when the triggers come, how can I learn? What am I learning? Because we'll be talking about some of the shadows of the mental mind aspects as well. So this is what is the plan of the course. It's a very hands-on course. It is active application, bringing everything into life. I have spent years and years and years, 18 years in Ayurveda, and I think 24 years in Reiki. I don't want you to go through all those books. I want you to have the basic checklist of, hey, this is what it means. Tick, tick, tick. Is it showing up in your life or not showing up in your life? How can you balance it? Tick, tick, tick. And then you just go and apply it. And within the week, you see, okay, I applied it. This is happening. And then we go on forward. So this course, as this is my beta test program, and it's like flexible structure, like we will see how it goes. I'm very excited about all the content. It is priced at $697, but the special VIP price of $297 is applicable only if you purchase it till midnight tonight. So send me a PM if you are interested in the course. If you are not, awesome, God bless you. I hope you still got some prompts from this live and you got curious about life. At least start asking questions about life, why it is happening, and get curious about it, right? And my mission here is fulfilled. And from tomorrow morning, the price is $697, but this is the only time when the prices will be like this, because once this beta program finishes, and I will launch this course as a full course February 2021, and then it will definitely be in the 4 figures. So if you feel excited about joining me on this journey, do jump in, text me, let me know that you want to join in the party, and I would love to have you there. And for the others, like I say, keep asking, keep observing, be mindful, and see what is showing up in your world. Much love to you all. Thank you. Thank you for joining me live here, and bye for now.